Table looks even now.
He's filming you adjusting the table.
I'm trying. Hi, I'm Sean for Famous Faces.
This is the table.
It's even.
It's even.
This is Eloise.
It's Eloise. I'm Sebastian.
We're very calm and I'm really hyped. Shark Bait hoo-ha!
This is the new
fancy fic.
mellow fic. This is.
Normally I'm mellow when I'm hyped up on Monster, and that's a bad idea. And I got a fancy Santa hat that Sarah got me. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, Sean's metabolism and energy drinks equal no.
I have a Chive Ugly Sweater shirt. I swear, I think I have more Chive shirts than anybody. I should be on that website. I am on that website.
There you go.
Oh, so you gotta sit up to review? This is...
Yeah, suddenly it's working. You hold real Invincible, I'll hold Baby Invincible.
Invincible 98, the beginning of the death of everyone. And they mean the death of everyone. It's amazing.
It's a global threat.
Yeah, it starts off with Invincible talking to Black Invincible. Sorry if that sounded racist. It's not intentional.
Let's call him New Invincible. Invincible was talking to New Invincible.
And then talks to the T-Rex guy who I forget his name.
Dinosaurus.
Whatever, I don't care.
Why is that hard?
Because Invincible. Dinosaurs. And yeah, and it just sets up the death of everyone. It's going to be amazing. It looks like the Conquest arc, but it's only going to be 3 issues, and I can't wait for the next issue. It's Invincible. It's the best superhero comic in the universe. Amazing Spider-Man 698. Or 699.
699.
699. So Peter's back, and he has Doc Ock's memories, and a lot of his memories consist of getting punched in the face.
By Peter.
One of them.
But there's a memory that involves him doing some punching.
Remember when Doc Ock and Aunt May hooked up? So does Doc Ock.
So does Peter.
It's just a panel of him going, ah!
He made the mistake of trying to access one of Doc's happy memories. And then he found one.
But overall, it's a pretty solid book.
Yeah, I like
Peter's
this issue. I don't know if I'm going to like where it ends. I don't know.
Probably
but
not.
At the same time, they can't do anything. Spidey's still been dead to me since
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, since one more day. So what do I care?
Earth 2, number 7.
So good.
Yeah, and
so good.
You find out more about Kendra in Earth 2 version of
Earth
Kendra.
2 Kendra. So
Mr. Terrific gets introduced.
His dick
again.
Still.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's just misunderstood.
He's a terrific dick. Yeah. No, the original Mr. Terrific. Sloan. I'm not talking about Mr. Terrific Earth 1, now on Earth 2, Mr. Terrific. It's already we need a crisis, just to say these
Don't
sentences.
shoot arrows at pictures of Green Lantern lovers, though.
Yeah, no, that's not good. He gets cranky.
Thunder.
Number 4. Thunder. So good. I'm loving this book. I like this book better than Tarzan, which is in there later. He's fighting like intelligent chimps. They're not like quite intelligent. It's not like Gorilla Grodd. It's like Kwok Wong is his name, and he's like the talking chimp king. And chimps are nasty. I'd almost rather fight Grodd than these guys.
Are we supposed to mention any contests or anything this week?
I don't think so. So if there's a contest, maybe. But I don't know. I think this week Jay's been having a fight with the entire site. It looks a little cooler, but it doesn't quite work right. So I don't know. Go check it out and see if you can give me some pointers.
The Lone Ranger Snake of Iron, number 4.
This one brings it to an end. Scout saves the day. Who's the best member of the Lone Ranger and Tonto? Scout. Scout gets to shine. Silver always gets to shine. This time it's Scout. That's not the source.
Lone Ranger number 11.
This is also good. I like the Lone Ranger books. I just do.
Avengers number 1 is by far the best thing to come out of Marvel now. I mean, Wolverine and X-Men was tied into Marvel now and whatever.
It starts out with the movie Avengers lineup, which is cool.
And it pretty much shows the movie Avengers lineup getting their asses kicked.
And
a new Avengers team, and I am totally okay with it. Hickman, was it too Hickman-y? If you read Manhattan Projects or any other independent books...
Yeah, it didn't hurt my head.
Yeah, you know what that means. If you read Old Fantastic Four, this makes sense. And Opeña, God, he's such a good artist.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Anything else you want to add to it? It seemed like
there was something I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, they even explain and justify in a way that I'm happy with, while I'll never like what they've done to the modernized Cap outfit in this movie after he gets his ass kicked by a robot.
This issue.
In this issue, after he gets his ass kicked by a robot, I understand why he puts it on, and I will accept this.
X Factor 248.
Oh, Pip the Troll got shot in the head last issue, and now he tried to use his little teleport thing, because apparently troll, Pip the Troll, he's a lackadaisian. Thank you, Peter David. But his anatomy is not in the same place as ours, so it's not quite as fatal. But he ends up with his mind in Monet, and she's not happy about it. And it's fun. It's fun. It's good issue.
Batwing 15.
Okay, Fabian Nicieza took over, and it's still good. He picked up in like mid storyline. I don't know what they did. Why they got mad at my boy, but they said Mr. Winnick left in like, oh, wrap up the storyline. Nah, he's gone. And Fabian is wrapping the story up and just picked up. Doesn't miss a hitch. Goes along smooth. Good story. Is fun.
Warlord of Mars, Deja Thors, number 18.
Is not as good as it used to be.
Warlord of Mars 22.
Is awesome.
Colder, number 2.
Oh, this is good. This is really, 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 really good. And creepy, this guy, but cool. Very interesting look at insanity and why, and cults. It's just good. Read it. I can't explain it to you. I could, but I would make it not sound as good as it is. So read it.
Detective 15.
Does mention
a death in the family time
Joker
for like 2 panels. Yeah.
They mention there's a part where he stops and thinks, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Clayface.
Clayface.
The Joker's here. What am I f***ing with Clayface?
Clayface and Ivy's a unique couple.
But that was cool though. The way she,
No, it was cool.
How do you get Clayface to work? That was pretty cool. She took over Clayface, but he doesn't have skin per se. So how's her male mind control toxin going to work?
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool issue.
It was good.
I'm used to Death in the Family, and this was not Death in the Family, but it's still a good issue. Avenging Spider-Man 15.
I think, who wrote this?
Cullen Bunn.
Cullen Bunn, that makes sense. Cullen Bunn should get a Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy series. That's how good his Moon Boy is. The greatest. He does the greatest Moon Boy dialogue in just ever.
Human Bomb number 1. It's Justin Gray and Jimmy Palmiotti, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say you think it's good.
It's beyond good because it's not just Palmiotti and Gray, whom I will read anything they ever write because they are awesomes. But it's Palmiotti and Gray with Jerry Ordway. Oh my gorgeousness! It is so good, and they, considering that Palmiotti and Gray have already done several tweaks for the Freedom Fighter characters, the fact that they still have another fresh tweak in them for each of these characters, this Human Bomb is... He was always my least favorite character, because he was always in that whole hazmat suit, walking around going, I'm bitter and I can... And that was it. That was his thing. I wish I could come out. I explode. All right. But this one issue is already... I've loved all of their little... I loved the Ray. I loved Phantom Lady and Dollman. And this one issue and it's already my favorite of those, and I loved the other 2 series. This is so good.
Crap, I yawned. World's Finest number 7. I really didn't think I was going to yawn. I thought...
Especially not for this. This was good.
No, this was really good.
Really good.
Damien and Huntress.
Yeah,
and
teaming up, and apparently you have to. If you come from Earth 2, that's what it takes to feel like you can trust Damien right off the bat.
Yeah.
Is if you come from an Earth where
Darkseid
killed everyone, so yeah, okay, I'll trust Damien. What do we got to lose?
It was touching at the end. It brings a tear to my eye. Brought a little tear to my eye. Hypernatural's number 6.
So hypernaturally good.
I was hyper.
Oh my god, it's
still a little hyper.
Oh, it's like a sci-fi legion of superheroes. It's just so good. It's Advent Landing doing cosmic with no continuity to mire them down. So effing good.
New Crusaders number 4.
It's fun.
Okay. Dial H for Hero number 7.
No, this book continues to be awesome. Okay, you see this cover? Right, at the moment you got the 2 of them trying to find someone who can fix one of their dials, one of their H dials,
Santa hat here.
because one's broken. So they take turns back and forth between who's got the H dial. Right? They find that it looks like somebody's got one in Canada, so that's where they're headed. But at one point, they need to try and dial up water-based powers. All right, so the girl dials up and she becomes the Planktonian. All right, she's actually just a whole mass of plankton that's got like a hive mind sentience and can try this. She ends up halfway through her mission spread out as plankton, a whale comes trying to eat them, and the plankton freaks out and gets all sentient and turns into this big thing. You will sing no more, and just old enemy, and just takes on a whale. You know that you can never go back to the whale pod if you're the humpback who got the crap kicked out of it by plankton. All right, this plankton would steal the Krabby Patty recipe, no problem.
Hawkeye number 5. It should have been the first, but I don't know why I took the. Dude, it's just pure greatness.
It's awesome on top of awesome, with a drizzle of awesome sauce.
It's the first non-one-shot, number 4 and number 5, and it's just it's so good. The art's gorgeous,
so
the
good.
story's fantastic.
And Hawkeye, for a guy who likes to go, I'm a dick, I'm a dick, I'm a dick. He's not. He's a dick with a heart of gold. That's a weird image, but he
two things that should never be combined.
He just is because he did the right thing for the right reasons, and
it's fantastic. My fraction
he
is
even
doing
gets
an
told
amazing
he's
job.
not. He's a what does she say? It's human. You're a decent sort of human being.
Oh yeah, you're sort of a decent human being. Yeah. Lord of the Jungle number 10
is good, but it's no thunder.
Chosen number 2. I don't know what this is.
This is the one we did the first one. We talked about how the guy who reviewed it at Newsarama was upset with the fact that the bad guys did bad things.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, I think it's only going to be 3 issues because it looks like or at least this arc. I don't know if this is a mini, but it looks like it's going to conclude in the next one. This is good. It's a turning point in our young chosen hero's life. He finds that it's all about fate, and do we have a fate and a destiny, or are we kind of free to do our own thing? And it's good.
Action Comics number 15.
Chris Sprouse does some really gorgeous artwork in the backup story. This issue was weird. They're Morrison's sort of introducing Mixelplick. I mean, he's come
Morrison's
out
only around for so much longer.
And introduced him. But at this point, it goes back and forth to... I can't decide if Mixelplick is supposed to be someone we think is a bad guy, or if he's supposed to be someone we feel sympathy for, or if he's supposed to be both. Plus, this is like the first time Superman's meeting him, but in the backup story, he says that, the other guy thought that the Man of Steel was Mixelplick's greatest trick, but he was actually just his favorite trick. How's he his favorite trick if he just meant... I don't understand if he's meant... They really need a Crisis on Superman continuity.
All New X-Men number 3.
Was really good.
Cyclops meets Cyclops.
At the very end. But
I didn't read it, so that's all I know.
They haven't really... That next issue will be they meet. This issue is more... the Phoenix... She left a scar on our former Phoenixian. I wonder if it'll affect Namor and anything else.
But it's Marvel continuity.
Yeah, no, I won't. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Right.
Marvel continuity means no continuity. But no, Cyclops and Magneto, their powers don't seem to work right. Ilyana her powers seem to work better, but Magneto, Cyclops' powers are gone all wonky. So have
Emma?
Yeah. And how do you get that from? And Magneto's like, I didn't even have the Phoenix Force. Why are my powers working? And it turns out, by proxy, Cyclops is so Cyclopsy that he's able to just screw you by knowing you. So all their powers are kind of wonky and whatever, but they're hunting down. They're trying to form New Mutants, and they've picked their base, which was, they showed that in the teaser last week, where the new Cyclops X-Men's headquarters is. Cyclops is a dick, and I hope Wolverine kicks his ass for that. But it's good, and it's gorgeous. The artwork is just gorgeous. Gorgeous! I actually like I'm liking X books all over the place.
I think I'm coming down from a caffeine high. Guardian of the Globe number 4.
We have a loss. A character from the team takes a hit. And
Invincible's not in it, so I didn't read it.
That's his review every time.
Yeah, until you put
Invincible's not
Invincible in it, or put Kirkman on it, because Phil Hester can't write these characters, in my opinion.
Yeah, he can.
Nope.
Your opinion has often been wrong.
Well, I've read the original Guardian of the Galaxy, or Guardian of the Globe book was awesome. Kirkman wrote that.
This book is also awesome, and Hester writes it. And Todd Nauck can draw anything because he's Todd Nauck, and that's just the law. But yeah, this issue was really good, and it looks like they got some major threat coming in here, and I just really, really, really like Chupacabra and Brit. I'd just like to go on the record and say that.
Legend of Luther Strode number 1. Oh! and then the last page.
Oh my goodness! But it's supposed to be over here, but over there.
Justin
what?
Jordan, you're badass.
You are.
You write some.
I salute you and your beard. Salute.
Thrad Moore? Thrad Moore? Is that how you pronounce his name? Thrad? T-R-A-D-D? Trad, I guess?
Yeah, Trad.
Badass artist. That's all I'm saying. Swamp Thing, number 15, was by far the best issue of Swamp Thing. And Animal Man 15. Animal Man 15 was good.
They go together with their little...
But I guess it's like the halfway mark when I heard 6 issues thing. But,
these guys are on their way to Metropolis, and these guys are on their way to Gotham.
Oh, Batman, how you've changed.
I will say one thing, though.
The last page of that's genius. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah. And Frankenstein and his Franken army versus the gorillas.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
I almost want to go read the Frankenstein time. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I don't.
like, yeah,
no, it's okay.
I'll survive.
All right.
But no, this was... And Beast Boy takes Munchausen's beret and wears it for the rest of... He's sleeping as a cat.
He's sleeping as a cat with it has for the rest of the issue.
But yeah, this was pretty damn good. Maxine finally displayed her mother's side of the family's thought process, because she makes a boneheaded decision that she should have seen coming from like miles away. But no, her mom's side of the family, that's what I blame. I blame her mom and her grandma for that. But it is good.
Green Hornet, 31. 31?
Yeah. It's still good. It was great. Then, Hester left, and it's been kind of wobbly. But it's finding its legs for the past couple issues, and I'm liking this. I'm liking it.
Mass number 1
Was really freaking good.
Came out last week.
No, I got a bunch of Dynamite. I guess because of the Thanksgiving holiday, I got last week's books after I got this week's books in the mail this week, so it was fun.
It was really good.
Yo, this was really good.
Spider Shadow.
It's Chris Robertson writing it, and it's Lone Ranger hasn't shown up. Well, sort of has, but hasn't yet. You got the Spider, you got the Spider, the Shadow, and then Green Hornet and Kato, and it's Alex Ross painted. It's really, really good, really cool pulp crossover, nicely done.
Smallville number 8. There's Batman.
It's Batman and it's good, and I love that they've added Otis to hang around with Lex. But no, there's also a Barbara Gordon as Nightwing. But she teams up with Lois, and they do some ass kickery, and we get a boxing glove arrow, and Batman gets to make fun of it.
Thunderbolts number 1. I'm renaming this Thunderbolts Max number 1 because that is not a normal Marvel book. It's pretty hardcore. How do you get the Punisher to join the team? Piss him off.
Yeah. Get him, and then help him kill everyone.
Yep.
But it was really good,
I'm not a huge fan of Steve Dillon art, as people know.
I am a huge fan of Steve Dillon art. I was concerned about Steve Dillon drawing a book that has a Hulk because I wasn't thrilled with the way he drew the Hulk in Hulk. But no, he draws well. The hair I think helps, but also he's bulky again. He drew a much better Red Hulk than he did on the Green Hulk. So I was happy. This is the one book I was curious about because it's not usually my cup of tea.
I'm excited for the second issue.
I'm loving it.
Killed it.
Oh, and the brief. I'm not a big Deadpool fan by any stretch of the imagination.
His brief appearance was pretty good.
Yeah, just Deadpool. I don't know if there was a reason he was killing mimes.
No. Daniel Wainwright
He was just killing mimes. Why? But I loved it.
Daniel Wainwright writes Deadpool the best. Him and Rick Remender. Phantom Stranger number 3.
Dan DiDio writes some clunky dialogue. Sometimes I think on purpose. Story-wise, I'm still liking where it's going and what it's doing. Some of the rough edges, I think, need to be fined off a little better.
Cyberforce number 2 is still free.
It is, and I read it. That's my review.
Shadow Man 2. That was a wordy book.
But it was good.
It was a lot to take in.
It's a lot to read, but it was
1:30 in the morning.
That was a silly time to read it.
I didn't think it would be that wordy.
Read it at 1. Don't be silly.
Sorry.
It was it's Valiant. They're not doing anything wrong at the moment. I'm almost waiting for... Actually, no, I gave up. The pessimist side of me doesn't exist for Valiant. At one point, I was like, oh, one of these is going to suck eventually. Nope.
Voltron.
There's just some awesome comics. Take the V for Valiant and go, awesome.
Voltron, Year 1, number 6. I was carrying that Voltron for a while. Voltron, Year 1, number 6.
It was good.
Before watching The Comedian, number 4 of 6.
If you're the comedian, you should never take acid before going into Vietnam.
That's the best time to take acid.
Just say.
Great Pacific, number 2. Way better than the first one. A lot more happens. I feel like the first one should have been 1 and 2 combined in like a double size. This was awesome. This was really, really good.
Everything about I like the first one. I like this one a lot better.
Trash Island.
And everything about it makes me realize this is going to make an awesome trade.
Yeah. Yallowfit?
Yeah.
Yellow what?
Yellow what?
Yeah, it's great. So it was a good week in comics. Next week it seems like it's just Batman week.
Yeah, Bat.
More Bat. Watchmen. Suicide Squad? Batman. That's Batman. Yeah. So, okay. Bye. Drive on. Woohoo.